what you need tonight. A little something to whet your appetite, and it's gonna make you feel alright. Sweet Gravy and Carmen Kirk, check them out as they go to work. Congratulations on your new podcast. Now open up a can of whoop ass and blast, blast, blast. This is Angelo, and I hope you like this show. Wow.
You are now entering a stinky goat cheese of a sandwich.
Carmen, welcome back to another episode of Sweet Gravy. It's kind of dusty in here. It's been a while since we've been here.
Yeah, it's been a while. We've been kind of all over the place with scheduling and things like that. So, Well, yeah, now I'm hoping we get back on track.
Back on track. I got a new phone. Carmen, it was too expensive. Typically, I'm a cheap phone man.
You know you spell phone P-H, not F.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm aware.
Okay.
I did it to be funny.
Okay.
I wrote the F on phone to be funny.
Okay. That was one of my favorite things to do to you a while, like back in a couple years ago.
What?
You get so mad if something's spelled wrong, so I'll purposely spell
I
something
don't
wrong.
know how to spell anything.
I would just purposely spell stuff wrong because I knew it would, like, just rattle your brain. Like, why did she spell it like this?
Like what?
Like, it'd just be random stuff. I'd just put an extra letter or something. And you would always text me back with the correct spelling. And I just thought it was, like, so funny.
Yeah. But then you would say texting. I'd hate texting.
I do hate texting. Yeah, it's too much. It's too much.
Why?
Well, first off, you get to, I don't know. If I got a lot to say, I'd rather say it on the phone and try to type.
No, just text it.
No, it's too much.
Oh, no. All you got to do is go boop, 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 send, and then that's it. Texting is the greatest thing ever. You know, they didn't know that was going to be a thing.
Texting?
Yeah.
I mean, how
They didn't realize it was going to explode the way that it was.
Yeah.
They thought it was just going to, that's a feature.
Yeah, you just send a message here, yeah.
Right. Remember when Motorola used to have like the walkie-talkie feature? It'd be like, did-did-did. Ba-did-did.
Everybody was chirping.
And they thought that was going to be a big thing. They're like, this cool new thing, walkie-talkie.
It was
feature.
good. It was good for a minute, and then...
But then texting came around.
Well, then phones just got better and better and better to where it's just you don't need that stuff. Because when they was doing the chirping stuff, you didn't have these big screens where you can watch TV on your phone and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Now people so occupied with so many other features that just kind of faded away. Yeah, but it's because the phones got better. But I remember the i890s and like all that stuff, the i80s, the Motorola's, the one that you press the button on the side and it flip up before the Razors. Yeah, those were the ones with the chirp. They were like really nice ones, and you press the button on the side and go flip.
What?
Yeah, they were pretty cool.
One of my favorite phones was I think it's the last. It was like the last like regular phone that I had with just like the numbers on the buttons, just the number buttons. You know, it was a Shine, an LG Shine. And it had like a mirror on it. On the screen was a mirror, and then when you used it, you could see through the mirror. It's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and then it slid. It wasn't a flip phone. It slid open.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, I
had really nice phones growing up.
I went to the phone store, got a phone, and when I walk in there were three guys in there, just sitting around, hanging around. Three, phone people.
Just doing nothing.
Okay, so let me get. First off, you remember when I originally was going to get this new phone? We went out of the way to the T-Mobile place.
Yeah.
And
That's ridiculous, Kurt. That is ridiculous.
What happened?
We go all the way over to this T-Mobile. You like
way out of the way.
Yeah.
It's not near anything.
It's in the hood.
Yeah.
So Kirk take us to the ghetto to go to the T-Mobile place because it's like that's the closest one to us.
Right.
We're gonna go to this T-Mobile place, and then we pull up. and you look at the store and you're like, it's like one lady in there standing in line, and then it's another lady helping her, and you're like, I'm not going in there. I'm like, what? Why the fuck? Like, why not? And you're like, hell no. Like,
I ain't going in there.
That store look ghetto and dirty. I'm not going in there.
It's too big of a store. Too big for a phone store. It's like you got like a booth.
T-Mobile stores are typically big though.
Nah, they're small.
No,
they're typically pretty small. Yeah.
Well, look at the Apple store in the mall.
That's Apple. That's not T-Mobile.
Okay, T-Mobile can't have a big store.
Nah, not that big.
Okay,
that store too big. Anyway,
so we leave because Kirk didn't want to go in the store,
and I sneakily like drive past him. It was really creepy.
You were
drive by real slow.
Kirk, you were the one being creepy.
Yeah, I know. I was the one.
Well, how do you? Okay, you got this thing where you just
if it doesn't feel right, I ain't doing it.
You just don't do certain things. You don't. You got like weird little. It's not OCD or nothing. It's like weird little things that you have. Like, for example, we went to the place that sell boba, or next to the bubble place, when we were in Portland, and we go there and we get these ice freezes, these little like coffee freeze things.
Yeah.
And then on the way back, I'm like,
you wanted
let's
to
go
get
back
lunch
there and just grab lunch. And you're like, oh, we already went in there once. We can't go back.
Yeah.
It's like, why the fuck can't we?
Nah, I'm not going back in there.
That's crazy.
It's not crazy. We already were in there.
So what?
I gotta see those people again?
What did they do to you? They didn't do nothing but make your drink.
Right.
Why don't you want to go back?
I'm not going.
Oh my God, that makes our life so difficult.
That's not difficult. You just eat somewhere else. We already had that place today. We don't need to do it again.
Kirk, you literally wouldn't go get ice cream because we walked past the lady and her dog, and you didn't, and she went to the ice cream truck, and you didn't want to go to the ice cream truck because
she was going to the ice cream place.
Right.
Yeah.
Are you fucking crazy?
That's not crazy.
So
I didn't want to go over there because she was going over there.
Because we just walked past her.
Right.
Even though she our neighbor and she lived upstairs.
I didn't know she was our neighbor.
Know she was our neighbor.
Yeah, I didn't know she was our neighbor. Maybe I would have felt differently if I knew she was our neighbor.
I told you. I said, you don't know who that is? That's our neighbor. And you was like, please, let's not go over there. You was like, no.
I was having a whole breakdown. Yeah.
I know. You was literally having a freak out. And I have no clue why. I just want to get ice cream from that truck.
I didn't want to. And then I wouldn't get ice cream.
Then you wouldn't get ice cream.
I was like, you go over there. You get your own ice cream.
You were so...
I'm not getting ice cream.
You literally had a meltdown.
I will not get ice cream out of spite because you make us go over there and stand behind our neighbor who I didn't know was our neighbor.
Oh, my God. Okay, so you got this new phone now.
I walk into the place. Mm-hmm. You know, a different T-Mobile store.
Yeah.
Because I didn't like the first one.
Yeah.
And... you know what one of the three guys says to me?
What?
He says, "That's a really cool outfit." And you know what I was wearing, Carmen?
What?
Jeans and my unemployment shirt. And he said it was cool. Don't you think that that's cool?
No.
Don't you really like my unemployment shirt?
I think that... Was he gay?
I don't know.
Because why you telling another man he looked cool when he walked in the store?
He was not American. Not that that's a bad thing. But
no, but that could make sense.
He definitely was not from the States.
Yeah.
He had an accent. Now, this
so
is
maybe he just genuinely was like, oh, I think that's a cool outfit.
Then...
But I don't think it's that cool.
He said, I really like your outfit. He was like, I really like your outfit. Yeah, you look cool.
Maybe he's just trying to get a sale.
But I wasn't with him. I was with another guy.
I don't know. That might be a little bit creepy.
And then he's talking to this other guy. So there's three dudes. One guy's helping me. Two guys are over there having a conversation. Mm-hmm. Then they're talking about, videos on your phone or something. Mm-hmm. And then this guy, he's like, those hostage videos where like people like are in a chair and they're like a hostage? He was like, what if like the person in the chair was like, I just want you to eat McDonald's. It was so weird. He was like, wouldn't that be weird if that was like, yeah, man, that would be weird if a hostage man was forced to say, I want you to eat McDonald's. Yeah, that's weird, man. And he was like, yeah, Yeah, that would be weird. I was like, I don't know, man.
Like, where am I right now?
I was like, I gotta.
Where
get out of
am
here.
I at right now?
And they made me. So I switched to Apple from Android. They made
sold
me,
out.
Yeah, they made me download an app that takes all your information from one phone to the next, and it took forever to download. And my phone was about to die. My phone wasn't charging anymore. It was about to die, and I was just sitting there, and they're like, it's going to be like 2 hours for the thing to download. I'm like, can I just do this later? And it was like, well, we're going to make sure that everything's fine. So it was, I was just there, and I was like, get me away from this weirdo man talking about hostages in McDonald's.
You stayed there for 2 hours?
I ended up leaving. I was like, I got to get out of here. And I went to the casino, and I lost $60.
Yeah, while you waited on it to... So you didn't download it there?
No, I did.
Okay.
I just left my phone and stuff there.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
You just couldn't be there no more.
Yeah, I had to get out of there.
So you left and went to the casino with no phone?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Why?
Because you just didn't want to be there no more?
Yeah, I didn't want to be there. What do I need a phone for?
I don't know. You just do.
No, you don't.
Well, you got all the stuff together now. You like your new phone. So that's pretty cool. You had to go through the drama. 2 different T-Mobile stores.
Yeah.
The guy liking your outfit and talking about hostage videos.
Yeah.
Leaving your phone there. Going to the casino, lose $60 to come back to get... you had to go through a lot for
There's
this
a lot
phone.
to get the phone, yeah.
But part of it is because you are
I made
a
it
psycho.
inconvenient, yeah.
Yeah.
I know if I went to the other T-Mobile place, I wouldn't have a man say that my outfit was cool.
No, not at all.
And hostage McDonald's. You okay?
Ooh.
You?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
Yeah, no, you wouldn't have had that. It was just one lady in there. And she would have got you in and out.
Yeah.
No problem.
In, out, download the stuff on your own time.
Yep.
That's it.
Yeah, because you couldn't leave your phone there and come back. You probably couldn't leave your phone there.
No.
Yeah, it's not a place you leave
That's
your
not
phone
a,
and come
that
back.
T-Mobile I couldn't leave a phone at.
Yeah, you would
I'd
have
be
came
like,
back and they would have been like, we're shut down now. We're not open no more for
closed.
business.
Closed
Yeah.
for good. That's just a long con. Like, we're going to get that guy's phone. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. So I work with a lot of younger kids and you get to see the difference now, like from what we did in school and what we learned growing up into what they're teaching now. Like they've taken so many things out of the school system that they don't think is valuable anymore. And it blows my mind that
Cursive.
cursive. Like,
Yeah.
how are you supposed to sign your signature? You still have to sign your signature in a lot of places. And then I ask people, like, they're like, oh, we just make it up. Nobody actually checks it. So you just scribble something.
Yeah.
But you don't actually know how to sign your name. Like,
Right.
that's something as an adult to not know how to sign your name is crazy. And then apparently they're not showing them how to use analog clocks anymore. So that's something that they are not showing kids how to. It's not part of the school system. So the kid at work, he leaves his phone at home, and he's asking the owner, like, you know what time it is? And he's like, what? Like, what do you mean? Do you know what time it is? He's like, we got a clock right. He's like, I left my phone at home. Do you know what time it is? He's like, it's a clock right there. We got clocks all around here. He's like, I don't know how to read that clock. He's like, are you effing serious? He was mind blown. None of the kids that I work with knows how to read a clock. It's a couple that do because their parents showed them. You know what I mean? They learned outside of school. But they're like, yeah, they don't teach us that in school no more. I'm like, oh my God, these kids are about to be dumb as hell in the future. Like, it's going to be pretty bad. And if they keep taking more little things out, it's like at some point they're going to be like, you don't really need division no more. Because honestly, how often do you use division?
Well, the thing was, whenever we were growing up, the teachers would always say, you're not going to have a calculator in your pocket. And now everybody has a calculator in their pocket.
Yeah.
Every single person.
But it's just, I mean, like, I've seen people working at stores and the register goes down and they have to count by hand and they are completely lost. They don't know how to add money.
Right.
Like, you do something
Well, that's work. But I mean, just like in general.
Yeah, but if you're working a job and then you get caught off guard like that, that's embarrassing. To not like no like what are you supposed to do? Hold on, let me get my phone out so I can add up this change. You look crazy. You can't add in your head.
Yeah.
The register been doing all the work for you, and now you get exposed that you can't count.
So I watched this movie called Landscape with Invisible Hand, and it was about these aliens came to Earth, and they the humans, they started using their technologies and stuff, and a lot of things that were changed because of just having these other people around. And one of the things were schooling. Like all the teachers got laid off because the kids they would just put this thing on, and then they would be taught by the technology, and then they didn't have to go to school anymore. And it's kind of like with them taking so many things out of schooling, it's not because of we're kind of doing it to ourselves rather than with aliens, right? You know, isn't that?
Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, it's crazy. It's like, I mean, it's a shortage of teachers. They don't get paid enough. So might as well take some stuff out, I guess. Make it easier for them.
Right.
Something. I don't know. I just feel like these kids are like unprepared. And when you speak to somebody and you don't know what time it is because you can't read a clock,
That's weird.
It's embarrassing. And now everybody laugh at you.
Yeah. I mean, whenever we were in school, we had like the clock that you could turn the hands on.
Yeah.
You know, and they'd be like,
you
"What time
learn-
is this?"
Yeah, you learn
What
from a
time is
young
that?
age, and then like they'll give you the homework with the clocks, and then you have to write down which one this says this. Like and that's how you learn how to do it. But realistically, it's basic multiplication. That's all a clock is multiplication. So if you know the formula, like you can figure out what time it is. It's just you just going by fives.
Yeah.
But that's what the girl at work was. She was like, it's just multiplication. You just multiplying, but like you just going by fives.
Right.
And he was just like, what? Like he's just like, I can't read that. I just can't read it. I didn't learn it. I don't know where to even start.
Yeah.
It's like, man, you need to go home and practice that. Like, it's just ridiculous. Yeah, it's interesting.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine
Not knowing how to count.
not knowing how to look at a
Not
clock.
know how to read a clock.
When I was in shop
Can't
class,
sign your name.
I made a clock as one of my projects in wood shop, and I had the movement, and the dial was a mirror image. So it was backwards, and apparently it was made like that for barber shops. Because you would have the clock behind you, and then people would look in the mirror and see the clock.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You know what else they need to? That they took this out of schools when I got to that age, middle school. Home ec got taken out. I feel like we should still have home ec in schools. I got asked this kid, I'm like, you ever cook anything at home? He said, just cereal. Well, you don't cook cereal, so you don't cook anything.
Oatmeal is cereal.
He's talking about a bowl of cereal. I only cook cereal. It's like, all right. So, I don't even know where to start with that. You don't cook cereal, so you don't cook anything. So, nope. He's like, oh, I air fry pizza rolls. He's like, the air fryer has made it easier for people to survive without having to know how to cook.
Yeah.
You just pop it in,
Right.
follow, easy, like bam, bam, bam. Just get frozen stuff and pop it in. But like, I think home ec is like a thing that should be put back in schools. They got rid of it. They got rid of it like 2 years before I got to that stage. And I was like, man, like, so our science class still had all the home ec stuff in it because that used to be the home ec classroom. So it still had stoves and ironing boards and like all that stuff in our science class.
Yeah.
And we don't get to use none of it because they took it out of the curriculum.
It's a bummer.
Yeah.
I don't know. I took home ec.
I didn't
I
get
hated it. I hated the teacher.
Why?
She was the worst. She was just like,
Do you think that girls liked home ec more than the boys?
no.
Do you think girls were more successful at home ec than the guys were?
No, and I'll tell you why. I disliked this teacher so much. On the final, I got a 99 and I set the bell curve. So
It's I forget how that works, but it goes
what
off
what they would do is say everybody the highest score on the final was a 96. That would make 96 be 100%.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Right. But I got a 99.
You just screwed over the class.
And I did it to show Diane Poe, the teacher of the class.
You remember her name?
Yeah.
Damn.
I did it to show her that I paid attention, even though I was not a very nice boy in that class. I did everything good, and I set the bell curve. Yep.
And just
spite. I got a spite 99.
Oh my god.
Man.
What was you not a good kid in that class? You was irritating.
I might have been maybe disruptive.
Why?
I don't know, just because. But this lady, she was like...
You seem like you were a handful in school.
She was like, man, I don't have... She would talk about how she didn't have any vices. She's like, my only vice is chewing gum. That's the worst. Like, that's it? That's the worst thing you do is chew gum? Get out of here.
Some people are just boring like that. They just live pretty simple, boring lives.
Man, she made us do this thing. She made us do this thing where she was like, okay, draw a house, draw the type of house you would like to live in, and then like write down what kind of car you would like, and then like dream scenarios, so all these people, they made like big houses and nice cars. And then she showed her thing, and she was like, she had this little like, single story home, and just like this little Honda Civic, and she was like, this is all I need. She made us all look stupid by having us draw these like dream homes, and she was like, well, this is all I need, like it was a shitty thing to do.
You think so?
Yeah, I hated that. Like, why would she do that?
Okay, realistically, when you are younger, now they say you can manifest things, blah blah.
You don't know what's really attainable.
Exactly.
Right.
So that was probably her point. She just did it in kind of a rude way.
Yeah.
But you got the point, didn't you?
Yeah. No, I got the point.
You got the point. She made y'all all
I'm
look
still
stupid.
getting the point. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the whole point. It's like not realistic. People have like, I talk to people now, and they might be in their 20s or something. They're like, I'm just trying to get rich by 26. It's like, okay, so you do you know what you want to do for a career? Not yet.
I'll figure it out. Getting rich is the first part of.
You got to probably start with what you're good at and like get a skill or have some direction. Go towards anything. I mean, I guess you could just get on the TikToks and get rich nowadays. Yeah. But realistically, the amount of people who are rich off TikTok compared to the amount of kids who want to be rich off TikTok is very small amount.
Yeah.
So it sounds good. You might make it, but the other 20 kids that's in the same boat ain't gonna make it. So all right. So now where do you start?
Yeah.
What do you want to do? I don't know. Nothing. Okay. Well, I don't think 26 you're gonna be rich.
You don't think so? Maybe.
I mean, unless something happens that it's. Something happens.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
Rich at 26.
Rich at 26.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's I don't know. Everybody got, like, when I was younger, I used to like to read a lot, and I was super into school when I was younger. And my mom thought, she was like, she's gonna be a lawyer. And then when I looked into getting into a program, and I'm like, 8 years and that sounds horrible. Absolutely not. I think not. 8 years? Yeah, that's not gonna work out for me. But I do know a girl right now that I grew up with. She's a lawyer in New York. I don't know if it's worth it for her or not. She pay everything just to live there, but she's at a nice law firm. But she's still the person, she just got in, so she's still at the bottom of the barrel. After all those years in school, she's getting the coffees.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, you a lawyer, but you still new to the firm, and you got to still do all the slave work before you get a chance to do actual cases and stuff. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like on a job, training hierarchy type deal.
Yeah.
So it's like, so the money she is making is all going to living, but she's a lawyer. You know what I'm saying? It's
Got
like
the paper.
Dude, this sounds like horrible. It like sounds like a long journey.
I don't know.
It's just one of those. I'm too much of a quitter to set out to do something like that.
Right.
I'm not gonna last 8 years.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give up at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that wouldn't have been a good decision for me.
You just be like, yeah.
Yeah. And then it'd be like after 5 years, you'd be like.
And then like, it's. There's like, what's a lawyer do?
It depends on what kind of lawyer.
Exactly. Like, do you want to be the person that drafts up paperwork, and that's their life? Just
Right.
type paperwork. Like that would be the worst.
But that's one of those like it's a bunch of professions out there right now, where it's more people than jobs. It's more actual qualified people than jobs. You don't want to get stuck in that bubble. And with lawyers right now, it's so many people who go, like, you got all these people coming out of law school constantly. It's only so many places you can work at. So it's a shortage of jobs for that profession.
Yeah.
So you're competing with all these people, and you got to be the best of the best. You got to have something that stands out that puts you ahead of the pile, or you're gonna be screwed over.
Yeah.
So it's like that's a lot of money and a lot of time to put into a job that it's on the not decline, but it's on like the under. It's like under percent. Yeah. It's I don't know how to explain it. It's a word for it. But
That's all right. On the under's good.
yeah,
I like it.
it's on the under.
Yeah, it's on the under. What's it?
Like marine biology is another one.
Yeah.
People go for marine biology. It ain't no jobs.
Yeah.
And then what you gonna end up doing? Being a lifeguard, picking up trash at the beach? Because everybody else got the jobs.
Yep.
Like how they did it on the island. It's like, all right, we're gonna have 20 kids come, and then at the end of the season, only 15 get to stay. Like, damn, you 5 don't fit in. Ta-ta. We only got room for 15, but we're gonna have all 20 come, get their hopes up. Maybe they'll make it in, and then fire 5 of them.
That was different.
I mean,
that was a weird situation. Typically, things were handled not like that.
maybe not like that, but I'm saying they still had more people than they needed, and then they would cut at the end of a certain season, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of that's kind of not right.
That was a weird year.
Yeah.
They didn't do it like that typically.
Well, I'm just saying, you go for that profession, and then you ain't got no job, and then you on the beach, lifeguarding.
Yeah.
It's like that's I don't know.
Yeah.
Certain things, or like people who go to school for art. You gotta be real good. Cause like I went to an art school with a bunch of kids, and none of them are doing art anymore, except for like a couple of them who still does very well.
Right.
But they realize I gotta go work at McDonald's or something. This art ain't gonna pay. Then I'm like, what you gonna do with that art degree? Go work at a museum. Okay, well everybody can't work at the museum, so now what you gonna do? It's like I don't know. It's just weird.
Yeah.
It's a weird degree to go get.
Strange.
In Portland, all those kids, that big art school, all those kids just be doing their art.
Yep. They had a big art school.
Art scene there.
Yeah.
They sell all their stuff on the street every
First
Friday of the month. I bought you a picture, Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah. It was really cool.
No, you said you didn't like it.
Yeah.
They did their best.
It was like, why would you give me a Marilyn Monroe picture?
And then look what they do.
And it was like colored pencils.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like the woman had like a pink and a green, a seafoam green pencil in the same hand, and like drew Marilyn Monroe. It was weird.
It was just a picture. And then you know what they say when you go get their art? They say, pay me what you think it's worth.
Yeah.
Or just pay me whatever.
Yeah.
That's not good marketing. This costs this costs this costs this.
Yeah.
They would just be like, pay me what you think it's worth. Now you make me feel bad because I don't know what to do.
Right.
You ain't charging nothing.
But I don't know. We went to a craft show, and there were a bunch of like painters there, and
they had their stuff together. They had prices on their
I
stuff.
know, but it was like $300 for some stuff.
Oh yeah,
and
they
then,
were.
like, up
Oh,
to,
they were
like,
extra
thousands.
charging.
Yeah.
Yes, like
And it's like,
$1,000
I'm
for
looking at
this.
this picture of like this stone building. I'm like, you want me to pay $1,000 for a photograph? No, thank you.
Yeah, that's too much. That's way too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, okay, now you're going too far. You like, well, I got to make up for this time and I ain't making nothing, so
Yeah.
I want to go here. Maybe somebody will buy it for that amount.
Maybe they will.
Yeah, but they probably didn't.
I don't know.
How many craft shows do you got to get before somebody buy that $1,000 picture?
I don't know. But I imagine there's a lot of people going home with all their stuff.
Like the pop socket kid.
Yeah.
He ain't sell one pop socket.
Yeah. Pop sockets, $5.
Oh my
What do you
God,
want
they
on it?
were $5. It's like, dude, I'm pretty sure pop sockets are less than $5. Like, you can go to Dollar Tree and get them for $1. All different colors. You can go to Big Lots. They sell them for like 50 cents.
Yeah.
Like, they got them in the cheap like clearance area.
Yeah.
And he's selling his. It's like, where'd you get all these pop sockets? That's the biggest question. I know you're not making those.
Probably fell off a truck somewhere.
Yeah, and he's selling them for $5, and like nobody's at his table. Like, boy.
Pop socket guy.
Yeah, but if that's the thing, if you sell them for $1, I think people are more likely to buy them. You know what I'm saying? People buy things for $1.
Yeah.
You can't even get a bag of chips for $1 now.
Nope.
So if you can get a pop socket for $1, you like deal.
Yeah. When I was in Atlanta, there was a vending machine there. This guy, he was like, this is how the company makes all their money. They send us down here to Atlanta, and we got to eat out of the vending machine. Everything was like, sodas were like $3. Chips were like $1.50. Like everything was so expensive, and people were like, "Why do you keep buying this stuff?" He's like, "I'm hungry."
Of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I mean, I feel like they get, like at fairs and carnivals and festivals and stuff, that's how they get over on you too. Because they'll, like, especially when you go to the zoo, for example, they check your bag so you can't bring like drinks and stuff like that in. And then their waters are $8 for a bottle.
But you can bring a bottle of water. You can bring a water bottle.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I didn't have a water bottle.
Well, you just should keep one around.
And we're in Texas.
Okay.
Okay, you're not refilling up that water bottle.
Why not?
With what?
They've got water fountains.
In Texas?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I got off the flight and I forgot I was in Texas and drank the water fountain and threw up. Almost didn't make it to the bathroom. I threw up in the bathroom because the water was so disgusting.
Carmen, you keep a water bottle with you, you save thousands of dollars in your lifetime.
Yeah,
All
probably.
you need to do is keep a water bottle with you.
But
That's it.
But I can't refill it up at the tap. So I gotta
You can, though.
I don't want that water. Oh my God. Like when we went to the zoo, $8 for a bottle of water, and it's
Yeah.
just a regular little water.
Yeah.
I said, Taiwan, we gotta share this. We can't buy two of them.
Yeah, the little sips.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, there's no way I'm paying $16 for 2 bottles of water. Like, it's not that we don't got $16, but that's absurd.
Yeah.
So we gotta share this water. He's like, all right, we'll share this water. It's like, man, but yeah, they get over on you. They just put these products in areas where they know people are gonna want it.
Yep.
Are gonna have to have it.
Yep.
Like,
You see those dry elephants? They look hot in the sun, and then they got the Dippin' Dots right there. You're like, man, that dry, crusty elephant. I need some Dippin' Dots.
yeah.
Yeah.
They get me on the Dippin' Dots every time. I love Dippin' Dots. Give me all the flavors. Like, I love Dippin' Dots. So if I see them, I'm probably gonna get them. But that's the crazy part. The Dippin' Dots be cheaper than the water. Damn.
Funny.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. But all right, thank you guys for listening to another episode of the Sweet Gravy Podcast. If you have any questions or suggestions, please go to sweetgravypod@gmail.com. You can also check us out on YouTube and every other streaming platform.
Awesome. Thank you. Bye-bye.